Hey guys, pro saxophonist Jamie Anderson here. You're watching Get Your Sax Together. Now, one of the most common problems that I hear from people when they're improvising sax solos is that their rhythm is just not interesting. There's nothing spicy about it. There's nothing that's going to stimulate your audience. We are going to correct that today. I've got some really cool, simple strategies to help you bring some of that rhythmic interest, which is going to make the drummer in your band start salivating with excitement. Trust me. Hopefully he's not going to dribble too much. Anyway, step one, we're going to be practicing syncopations, okay? Syncopations, that's kind of another word for offbeats, if you like. There's going to be eighth note offbeats and there's going to be 16th note offbeats. Because when most people are improvising, they don't use enough syncopation. So here's the first simple exercise. All you're going to do is you're going to play each eighth note offbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the and of 2. Now the and of 3. Now the and of 4. Into freestyle. Alright, so that was the eighth notes with a swing feel on the offbeats. Let's now do the same thing with a straight eighths feel. So take part at home, folks. This is all about taking part and improving your rhythm. Here we go. Syncopated eighths with a straight eighths feel. Now the and of 2. Now the and of 3. Now the and of 4. Into freestyle. Okay, so we're not going to go into the freestyle bit just yet. So that is doing the offbeats on the eighth notes. And that's your first port of call to spice up your rhythm, is just to make your playing more syncopated. But what about 16th notes? You'll see that the first line has got the second 16th of beat 1 for a couple of reps. Then you've got the fourth 16th note of beat 1, twice in a row. Then you've got the second 16th note of beat 2. And so on and so forth. So we're going to cycle through the syncopations of 16th notes, which are really going to make a big difference. Now, this admittedly is a little bit more sophisticated, but sing along or clap along or play along at home and see if you can feel these. Some people call them E-andy, one E-andy. So the second 16th note of beat 1 be one E-andy, one E-andy. One E-andy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Fourth 16th of beat 1. Second 16th of beat 2. Fourth 16th of beat 2. Second 16th of beat 3. Fourth 16th of beat 3. Second 16th of beat 4. Fourth 16th of beat 4. Into a free jam. All right, cool, nice one. So that is all the syncopations using eighth notes and 16th notes. Now the secret here is the subdivision. You really have to feel that rhythm tickety-boo. You have to feel the rhythm ticking away in your biology. You can't be thinking about this up here intellectually, like one, it's got to be visceral. Your rhythm has to be visceral. That's just how it is, okay? Awesome. So far, so good. That is syncopations, the 8th note syncopations and the 16th note syncopations, which is just another way of saying offbeats. That's going to really develop your rhythmic acuity. Okay, now the next thing, step 2, if you like, is going to be groupings of existing subdivisions that you're already familiar with. What am I talking about? Well, this is the one we're going to focus on for today, and it's quite simple. You take 3/8 notes, and then you take the next 3/8 notes, and then the next 3/8 notes, and you accent the first note. And we're just grouping these eighth notes into batches of 3. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to make it feel like you're playing a sort of cross rhythm, you might call it. So here is a little demo of what that sounds like when you're playing 3 against 4. So when I say 3 against 4, I mean 3/8 notes against a bar of 4/4. This is what it sounds like, a little demo here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so that's what it sounds like with 8th notes. What about 16th notes? It's exactly the same principle. This is now with a straight groove. So you can do exactly the same thing with 8th notes if you're in a straight rhythm. But like, look at the next section down. It says 16th notes. This is what it sounds like when you're playing 16th notes grouped into 3s.
3, 4.
Okay, pretty cool stuff. Now, here's a few tips and tricks which are really going to help you with this cross rhythm stuff when you're doing groupings of an existing easy subdivision. So, the easiest way to feel it initially is to take a 3-note cluster that you're familiar with. So, let's find out, just to find what key we're in there. Okay, we're in C for tenor. So, let's just say you take the first 3 notes of the minor pentatonic scale, like the sort of thing I was doing in the example. You've got 3 notes. So you just keep cycling those 3 notes, and that creates the cross rhythm. Now, the problem is that it can be quite easy to kind of get lost in your own cross rhythm and think that that's the new rhythm. But of course, that's the whole fun of it. But that's not the only way of doing it. You can also just play 1 note at the beginning of the group of 3. So you play 1 note and then take 2 8th notes off. So you're kind of going da 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 da. See, that's how it works. It sets up that cross rhythm. A 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are some of the different ways that you can use these cross rhythms, and you can also do patterns. You could do 3-note patterns like dee dee do dee dee do dee dee do dee dee do dee dee do, that kind of thing. That's the sort of a little basic introduction to the way that you can use these cross rhythms, if I can get my words out. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Hey, while we're at it, drop me a quick subscribe. That's really going to help the channel if you're enjoying the content. And go and check out my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. You can see the link there. There's loads of great stuff to help you improve as a saxophonist. You will instantly improve, and you'll know what to practice, how to get a good sound, improv the lot. It's a really cool workshop. You can find the link there. It's also in the description. All right, that's my little plug done. Let's move on to the next step. What we're going to do now is, instead of grouping existing 8th note or 16th note subdivisions, we're going to change the actual subdivision that we're focusing on. And the easiest one to start with is triplets. All we're going to do is, instead of focusing on 8th notes, da 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 da, we're going to focus on triplets instead. You can do 8th note triplets and quarter note triplets. Da 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 da. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Strawberry, 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 strawberry. However you want to count it. And the very close cousin of those triplets is quarter note triplets. Da, 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 da. Now, in case you didn't know, quarter note triplets and 8th note triplets are related. Quarter note triplets are just 2 of the 8th note triplets grouped together. So where you're going da 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 da, a quarter note triplet is just da 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 da. It's kind of like a cross rhythm of triplets, if you like. That's what quarter note triplets are. So step one is just to get used to feeling those triplets over the beat. And of course, it's easier when you've got a swing beat. So here's a little demo of just playing those triplety rhythms over a swing beat. Here we go.
1 under, 2 under, 3 under, 4 under.
So there's a little demo for you of using those kind of rolling triplety feels, which might be different from what you normally do. And that is another way of spicing up your solos before we even do the final step. And that is just breaking out of the box of always going da 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 and going da 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 da. Okay, now let's move on to the final step, and we're going to combine the two things that we've learned so far. The first thing that we learned was how to do cross rhythms using groupings of eighth notes. Then we learned to abandon eighth notes for a moment and use triplets. So now we're going to combine the two concepts, and we're going to use the triplet rhythms, and we're going to use a cross rhythm to go with it. So it's a different subdivision with a different grouping. Different subdivision being triplets with a different grouping, which is 4. So you're going to take the triplet eighth notes, and then you're going to group them into 4 notes. So you start off with triplets, da 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 da, and then you go da 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 da. Okay, so here is a little example of what that sounds like. You might call this 4 against 3, but it sounds like this.
1 under, 2 under, 3 under, 4 under.
Okay, pretty cool stuff. Now, there's a really good example of this, which is played by Mike Brecker on his solo on the tune Teabag from Smoking in the Pit. And he's doing this exact same thing. It's triplet groups, and he's grouping them in groups of 4. Check this out. This is a great example of it. A bit faster. And then to 16th notes. So talk about rhythmic sophistication. He starts off using the triplets. So it's okay. Then he finishes off that 8-bar chunk by going into 16th notes. So great example of everything that we've talked about today. Highly rhythmically sophisticated, very spicy, and Steve Gadd kind of jumps on it on the drums. And that's what you're going to do when you spice up your rhythm. You're going to make the whole band really excited and play behind you. So what I'm going to do to finish off, I'm going to put a backing track on, and I'm just going to jam freely using some of these concepts. So that is using groupings, using different subdivisions, and then using different subdivisions and groupings together.
1, 2, 3 and 4 and.
Okay. So there's a few little things of using triplets in groups, of using eighth notes in groups, of using 3s over 4s, 4s over 3s. And by the way, a little thing that I did at the end, just as a sort of super advanced closing gambit for you. If you start off with a 3 over 4 rhythm like this.
1, 2, 3 and 4 and.
You can actually then do a simple pentatonic finger pattern, like let's say away. And then you ripple those notes down while still emphasizing the top note. Let me give that a go.
1, 2, 3 and 4 and.
See how it works? It's cool, isn't it? Let me do another one. So, and a 1, 2, and. It's a bit more taxing in the old technique, that one, but pretty cool stuff. You can actually hear, not to waffle too much, but you can hear that in the Street Life sax solo that Winton plays at one point. He plays a triplet whilst doing the blues scale going down. And if you go and check out the original sax solo in Street Life, you can try and find the bit that I'm talking about. It starts on a top D. It's actually quite hard to play. So there you go. There's some cool stuff to spice up your rhythms when you're improvising on sax. Hope it's been a very useful workshop. If it has been useful, please, I always get the wrong side. Please subscribe, because it's pretty difficult to get subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, and 60% of you are not, naughty, then please do subscribe. It's really going to help me. As I mentioned before, go and check out the free Saxophone Success Masterclass. A bunch of cool stuff to help your sax playing across the board. And if you're not already a member of my inner circle, go and check that out, because that is the hippest, coolest, friendliest, most supportive place to be if you're a saxophonist and you want to get better. There's loads of cool content. There's loads of cool people. I mean, what more do you want? Hey, by the way, I was playing my Better Sax tenor today, if you're interested. And until next time, make sure that you practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. Take it easy. Totally unprepared, I am. I was the lyrics man, but the music came as well, so. Is that going to be an outtake?